Okay, so we were staying in Puerto Banús, which is on the right hand side of that picture. Travelled out through the North Road, the A381, to get through to Cadiz. On the way back we came via the coast roads. Cadiz is on that west coast of Spain. Small city, I think it's got a population of 120,000, and we stayed in the north, which is in the old town. The old town's pretty small, perhaps a mile and a half across. Never been before. Went on booking.com looking for a hotel and found the Hotel Boutique Convento Cadiz, you say to me. So it's a conference centre, I think, for the church. So nice and relaxed. I paid €124 for a junior suite. You can park in a public car park kind of across the road, about 200 metres away. It's got a nice big square on the inside. I don't know what you call it, a plaza, something like that on the inside. And yeah, the rooms were good. No complaints about it at all. There's no bar there, there's no restaurant. It's just kind of not that kind of place. But what they did do was a pretty tip-top breakfast. What you get in Spain are these pastries and donuts and pretty sweet stuff. You know, it's your introduction to a type 2 diabetes sugar rush early doors. And there was great coffee and juice. Needless to say, I got my money's worth. So anyway, that was the hotel. We actually got there about lunchtime, 2ish perhaps, and unpacked and then went for a wander. And this is the Cathedral Square. Interesting cathedral. This is in the evening, I can tell by the light. We actually went inside this the day after. Nice looking on the inside. Cadiz is small, you can get around it really easily as well. I really liked that. So just to my left is the fish market and the fruit and veg market, and it's about 11 o'clock now, but by lunchtime all of these little shops and stalls along here open up and they're cooking the fish and the fruit and veg from next door. It's fabulous, it's cheap as well, and it's good food. I do like going to markets in foreign countries. They remind me of how markets used to be in the UK, but ours aren't like this anymore. Or perhaps they are, but I just never go to them. Okay, I remember when I was at university in Birmingham, the Bullring market was a bit like this. Anyway, great fresh fish, as you can imagine, being on the Atlantic coast. Look at those big slabs of tuna, and it was great just to wander around these. So this is actually about the size of Covent Garden, this market. So if you know kind of the building in the middle of Covent Garden, it's about that size. And then around the edge of it, again, we're still on Covent Garden kind of size, there's these stalls and little restaurants and shops. I think you'll see this setup, and these are selling cheeses and olives and sausage, and there's some butchers there as well, you know, selling kind of red meat and pork and that kind of thing. And then this was early doors, so this was about 10 half 10. By lunchtime it's full of chairs and tables, and you can buy stuff from these. It's good, it wasn't expensive, and it was good stuff. We sat and we had some calamari and these little kind of shrimp fritters, and I had a bottle of beer, and you can get a glass of wine. It was really cool. And then from there we took a short wander, like 10-15 minute slow walk over to the west. See this Puente Canal and this El Faro Cadiz, the Cadiz lighthouse, and there's a beach there called La Caleta. Now, if you think that some of this looks familiar, it was actually in a Bond film. I think it was Tomorrow Never Dies, the one with Halle Berry, and Cadiz acted as the backdrop, and it was supposed to be Cuba, and this was Bond's hotel here, and like an Art Deco hotel. And then you walk up to that pont, and you can walk through there. Now, I love running along a beach and in the warm weather. I thought, oh, do you know what? I could do a bit of this. And I thought Cadiz was fantastic. easy to get around, wasn't full of tourists, it was authentic, it was value for money. The weather was great, and yeah, I came away from Cadiz thinking, do you know what, that's a decent place. This beach had a touch of Bondi about it as well, because you know it's not super big, and that pavilion thing is, they've got one like that. You can see it here, that white pavilion thing. They've got one like that at Bondi, and yeah. So Cadiz, if you're passing, stay. It's worth staying. I totally recommend it. It was 10 out of 10 for me. Thank you. Catch you soon. Bye.